Welcome to San Angel and its surroundings. Today we're going to visit together Parque La Bombilla, Chimalistac Square, with its parish of San Sebastián, Plaza San Jacinto Parish, Plaza de los Arcángeles, and the Garden of Art. Chimalistac is located just behind the monument to Obregón. It receives its name from a pre-Hispanic population called Temalistac, which means where the sacrificial stone is carved. It is located right in the vicinity of San Angel, in the south part of Mexico City. It is said that it was here that the iconic stone of the sun or Aztec calendar was carved, which is located in the Museum of Anthropology and History. Today, this site is a true gem of the city. It is imperative to come and walk through its cobblestone streets and thick ashlars. It is a real delight to walk and admire its stately mansions adorned almost naturally with mosses and flowering vines. Its ancient and well-preserved bridges, its conspicuous fountains, its leafy squares, its colonial hermitage, its beautiful temple of San Sebastián, and its quiet parks. Its origins have practically been lost in time. However, it is known that it belonged to Coyoacán, today Coyoacán, and that upon the arrival of the Spaniards, it was governed by Ixtolinque, who after the fall of Tenochtitlan submits to Hernán Cortés and is baptized Juan de Guzmán Ixtolinque. Plaza San Jacinto and its surroundings are of great importance. In this space there are mansions from ancient times. This small square is perfect for resting and admire the surroundings. And of course, there is a very good number of boutique shops in which you can find unique pieces of craftsmanship, and with the right amount of money, you can take home a magnificent and unique souvenir. And a few steps away is my favorite place of this entire neighborhood, the gardens of the parish of San Jacinto. Its construction was completed in 1614. The cross in the center of the garden is said to be one of the first carved crosses in Mexico. This is such a perfect place to unwind. And this is the temple and ex-convent of San Jacinto. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just amazing. The architecture, especially the garden, the garden area. All the green areas are fantastic. It's just amazing. It's so peaceful, and there are so many things to see here. It's just beautiful, beautiful. It has inspired me so much that I want to share something that I think is relevant to these moments of such conflict around the world. Two brothers who lived in adjoining farms came into conflict. It was the first serious breach in 40 years of working side by side, sharing machinery and exchanging labor and goods as needed without a hitch. Then the long collaborations fell apart. It started with a small misunderstanding and it turned into a big issue, eventually exploding into an exchange of bitter words, followed by weeks of silence. One morning, there was a knock on the older brother's door. He opened it to find a man with a carpenter's toolbox. "I'm looking for a job for a few days," he said. "Maybe you'd have a few small jobs here and there? Maybe I can help?" "Yes," said the older brother. "I have a job for you. Look across the stream at that farm. That's my neighbor. Actually, he's my little brother. Last week there was a meadow between us and he drove his bulldozer up to the river dam, and now there is a creek between us. He may have done this to spite me, but I'll do better. See that pile of seasoned lumber by the barn? I want you to build a fence, an 8-foot fence, so I won't see his house anymore." The carpenter said, "I think I understand the situation. Show me the nails and the post hole digger, and I will do just what you need." The older brother had to go into town to get supplies, so he helped the carpenter prepare the materials and then left for the day. The carpenter worked hard, all day measuring, sawing, nailing. Near sunset, when the farmer returned, the carpenter had just finished his work. The farmer's eyes widened and his jaw dropped. There was no fence there at all. It was a bridge that spanned from one side of the creek to the other. Nice job, handrails and all. And the neighbor, his little brother, was coming over with his hands outstretched. "You are quite the guy to build this bridge after all I've said and done." The two brothers stood at each end of the bridge and then met in the middle, holding hands. They turned to see the carpenter heft his toolbox over his shoulder. "No, wait. Stay a few days. I have many other projects for you," said the older brother. "I would love to stay," said the carpenter, "but I have many more bridges to build." It is our choice and ours alone, whether we build borders that separate us or bridges that unite us. We have the tools we need. Everyone decides what to build. In the Plaza San Jacinto, there are also several places such as museums, galleries, and restaurants. Not to mention the handicrafts market. The amount of handicrafts that you can find here is impressive. Take your time when you come here, because there is so much to enjoy. Also, every Saturday there is an art and culture bazaar. Approximately 500 artists come to exhibit their art, which in turn has different techniques, and you can buy what you like. I came on a Sunday, so I missed it altogether, but I plan to return to experience it for myself. The Plaza de los Arcángeles, in my opinion, is one of the greatest hidden gems of this neighborhood. I will not say much about it. I prefer that you see it for yourself. It is just a few minutes walk from the parish of San Jacinto. And last but not least, the art garden. I just want to take a few moments to thank everyone. Thank you with all my heart. All of you who have been supporting me all this time. I really appreciate the time you take to watch these videos. Thank you for your comments that inspire me and give me strength to continue. And thanks a lot for your suggestions. Peace.